Anh nhé. Nào đây.
Ủa thấy là kìa, mà đụng xuống bốc luôn, tay là cắt. Uầy, ô rùa, đúng má. Thì bây giờ trả lên, hồi chấm đi. Đúng mà rùa cắt. Đi mẹ, thân rùa. Anh đi có bài phó, anh kiếm có bài phó. Ôi mẹ ngủ mẹ mắt rùa rồi. 1 inch 7 hit. Hit mé xuống. Ê. Hello đi cô gì cộng một lên. Hello đi cô gì Việt Nam. Cô Việt Nam gì mà. Đi. Dạ. Con đi đi. Biết rồi. Móc chuột ra được. Có bóng nào, mình sẽ về đấy. Dạ, kita đi mẹ mít. Hey, bro. Lên đi nha.
Next up, muk yong thit, which is going to be the muk, which I guess could be a cuttlefish, but I'm pretty sure just squid, cuttlefish, kind of falls into that category. Stuffing it with all types of meat, rice, and spices, cooking it up. I like to give mine a little dip in the mum num, some chili, and rice. The actual squid part of it is just so soft, there's no chew.
Uầy, mà lắp có phản bút nữa. Ghê quá, thì bạn ghê quá. Banana. Sai. Kìa, mày có lừa có môn nữa. Không sao. Kiểu mới tao chơi này đó, tao thấy mới đi.
To it, and then you get into the inside, and that's where the flavor comes. It's just an explosion. The contrast in textures, give it the mum nim, get a little funky, salty, and then my satay laden rice. I can't gain weight here because every time I eat, I'm so happy I dance all day long. Honestly, all your vegetables should be dipped in some type of mum dum or mum nim or something. And as if I needed another reason I love this place, green chilies and garlic bowl, ready to go. I'm a little crazy. The way I like my yahiel, you know, the roasted pork belly, is I actually like to put a little touch of mum nim on it as well. It's too good here not to have it on a little bit of everything you're eating. That crunch though, that crunch, that shattering crunch, the roast flavor that seeped into the meat part, the melt in your mouth. How fat? That's roast pork approved. I feel like it shouldn't be good because they're doing so many dishes. I'm like, how do you keep your attention to detail? You're doing so many things, but they do it. Oh, I blinked. What happened? My rice is gone. Need some more. So good. Get it stirred. Superb, superb, superb. I have very, very high standards. So they're fried chicken with the nuke mum sauce, and look at that. Look at that viscosity in itself. Dish for me. This is actually a sum that you get with maybe your cơm tam or anything like that in Saigon. on. Fall apart, tender, really lean, no fat to it all, got a little bit of char on it. Not a big kick of sweetness, maybe I'm just used to Saigon standards, but I would rather have. I'd rather have the thịt cầu chung, or I'd rather have the muk young bit. There's just so many other things. This fish in the tomato sauce, I'd probably pick over this, but still done pretty well. That's everything, y'all. Now I gotta do my part, make sure there's none left. Or just like your parents, she said she's gonna slap me if I don't finish it. So, the pressure's on. Let's see if we can do it. As I was eating, I took a second to think. I was like, man, never seen so rich, so decadent, so flavorful. I need something to cut through these flavors. I realized I didn't get my bitter melon with the meat stuffed in it, so I got that ordered up real quick. Get some of that. Ooh. Another must-order dish. I know I've said that about everything, but I really mean it this time. Oh, nom pie. Oh, hot. I forgot that one was served directly to the table. Oh, that's hot. Very, very valiant. Valiant. I really don't know if that's
30 seconds until minions spawn. Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
For my father, the king.
Thirty seconds until minions spawn.
Who dares defy my will?
Minions have spawned.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters. Purge the unjust. Today is a good day to die. Topple their forces. Ours is what to do and die. Righteous retribution.
An ally has been slain.
I love a challenge. The massive, now and forever. Protect the faithful. We shall rest when we are dead. king.
Enemy has been slain.
Who dares defy my will? Hurt the unjust. Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
An ally has been slain.
Today is a good day to die.
An ally has been slain.
Find me greater foes.
An ally has been slain.
And forever. Protect the faithful. We shall rest when we are dead. No quarter for the wicked.
Slain an enemy.
Who dares defy my will? Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
Enemy killing spree.
Ours is but to do and die. Today is a good
Enemy
day to die.
rampage.
retribution.
An enemy has been slain.
Find me greater foes.
Slain. Rampage.
We shall rest when we are dead. For my father, the king. Who dares defy my will?
Has been slain.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
An enemy is dominating. The enemy is unstoppable. Turret plating will soon fall.
Find me greater foes. Now and forever.
Enemy double kill. Shut down. destroyed.
Find me greater foes.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Ours is but to do and die. Protect the faithful. We shall rest when we are dead.
Rampage. Enemy rampage.
The king. Who dares defy my will? Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
Enemy double kill.
Find me greater foes. Demacia, now and forever. Protect the faithful.
Dominating. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret.
No quarter for the wicked. For my father, the king.
An ally has been slain.
Dares defy my will.
Enemy double kill.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
Rampage.
The day is a good day to die.
An enemy has been slain.
Find me grateful.
An ally has been slain.
Space is no impediment.
Your turret has been destroyed. Is unstoppable.
Hitting me is like boxing with shadows.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters. Today is a good day to die.
TX from Top Esports is that TS puts almost no priority on dragons, especially early dragons. They have the highest crit kill percent in the league when it comes to dragons. They are towards the bottom. FPX, very much about stacking these early rituals on both sides of the map. Use your bot prio, get an early Drake, roam Crisp up towards top side, looking to Herald, very rinse and repeat from FPX. So I like that they keep their eyes on the future, keep their eyes on the goal.
Doesn't mean though, EDG, the 3 games they've played in playoff boost, don't get the first dragon somewhere around, so that's ruined a little bit there. Well, JJ will just respond to the Herald up on the top side, and when we have this Kiana, this does feel like an objective that may work if you EDG get the snowball rolling.
And that's the thing is, when we look at the map right now, we haven't been able to knock down first place in any lane. And when you are playing this melee assassin like Kiana into a ton of wave clear coming out from Victor, it would always be nice if you are able to utilize that one down in mid. You probably won't be able to break a turret down there. It would take probably the second Rick Hero to be able to enable that and push that further. The problem for EDG is it's going to be quite tough to find a window or a timing where they're able to rotate
People like Mako who so Herald picked up in the end. The response was the Dragon. Jungle's coming back out onto the Riv. But across the lanes, just notice that those CS leads for FPX have changed a little bit due to mid, but bot is still there. Bot is still there by 10 CS. TN, however, is down a bit of CS after being able to force that attack and force him to back away. So jungle and mid right now, a very good, strong point for EDG's early game.
And that's the thing, right? Right now we're looking at summoners being about to come up on both sides. Scout very close to his flash. TN and Jungies won't be too far behind. It'd be really nice if EDG were able to open up another window to punish mid right now before that comes up. So they're getting control of bot side vision. Maybe set up another gank, another roam from Crisp, as they're looking to do already.
No more sleeping as a flash chilling. Display of talent as he jumps back in with the help of Mako, who picks up first blood, and Tien doesn't have anything but his ultimate as he burns that to get away. Chris comes in for the re-engage, forces the flash out of Scout, and Nugri's joined in, but EDG, it's a welcoming party as he gets out over the wall, but Mako with 2 kills, Lyric, the support of EDG, blows up the early game.
And this is going completely counter to our expectations.
Oh, but 1v1! LWX versus Viper! He flashes away, but Viper gets it! And that's how LPL start our games.
And EDG coming out with a completely dominant early game. We highlighted the stats from our last match, right? EDG were the team that were struggling a bit more early in the laning phase. FPX were the team that were rolling over, starting all of this constant aggression. EDG flipping the switch. I love how they've been playing in playoffs so far, because let's remember, even in their last series, they were fighting toe-to-toe. They were looking for high kills as well. And it's going to be a massive start for the side of EDG. They have this mid lane advantage that's going to be able to ramp up. Bot lane as well. Sure, the gold's going to be on Crisp, so it's not as meaningful, but we've seen how much they've been doing as we go into the replay. They go for the expected play once again. Chris finds the window after they push in the wave. Comes out with the ultimate. Doinby was smited in supreme display of talented, so he gets locked down. Crisp coming in from behind to try to find the pick. And it leaves Nuguri kind of out alone in the open to where he's able to be taken down by the members of EDG.
Now let's look at the 1v1 that we missed. It started by Viper, and LWX thought he could outplay it in the end.
Yeah, he goes in with the ultimate, thinks he can win. We see both heals come out, does have to flash into that other brush, try to play off the fact that Viper might not have vision, does still end up going down to Viper in the end. Still not really an
in the end. One that we
open to where he's able to be taken down by the members of EDG.
Now let's look at the 1v1 that we missed. It started by Viper, and LWX thought he could outplay it in the end.
Yeah, he goes in with the ultimate, thinks he can win. We see both heals come out, does have to flash into that other brush, try to play off the fact that Viper might not have vision, does still end up going down to Viper in the end. Still not really an item differential in the bot lane as we look right now.
Yeah.
We see Pickaxe, Noon Quiver, actually an Agility Cloak for Viper, so he's a bit Actually, no, it's exactly the same because of the serrated dirt. So yeah, Hysterics, what am I saying? Items completely even.
I know why you're expecting to see Viper with a bit of lead after the kill, but it's also cool to note that LWX with the push in before was able to get a bit of turret plating, so it feels like that's going to be a big difference, or at least an equalizing fact. A small little skill shot there from Nuguri, misses with a face breaker. And we come back to a rift now where EDG have 2 mythic items 40 seconds before the Dragon Lyric. And I feel like the setup here is going to be a lot easier with Scout in an advantageous position with a lot of gap close now to enable on this comp.
And they already have their mythics, right? Turbo Chem Tank already built on JJ. We already see Scout picking up the Prowler's Claw that we highlighted, so they're doing exactly what they should be. He's always going to lean in through mid because of the respect that DoinB has to play in this matchup now. They're going to get vision in the bot side jungle. And again, in about 10 seconds when that Dragon is up, I expect them to make a play. In response, Nuguri has already roamed down because he does not have TP. It is a good thing that he does have pressure and prio in topside to be able to make this play, though.
You know that set is just strong for the word go as well. So FPX start up the Dragon. EDG saying, forget it, we'll lose this one as well. So FPX will start the objective game a little.
And push the spot lane advantage harder. They do have a tempo lead now as we see that FPX members need to recall. Crisp's going for his right now. And EDG are just going to keep hammering home through this bottom side jungle and putting continuous pressure on the side of DoinB.
I do love that JJ is pinging down now with the 2-0 Rakan. LWX thinking, hey, something's fishy here. Crisp, I need backup.
No flash.
Mako drops the ward, and here we go. The quickness comes down with a bit of sickness onto LWX. You knew he was dead, chat. 4-0 for EDG with a 3K gold lead, just about.
And the side of EDG are just making this look so easy. More minions denied, more EXP and gold denied to LWX. Viper is going to be really close to being able to take down this. EDG are rotating the rest of their members towards the mid and top half of the map. So if FPX did want to look for a counterplay on that side, they're not able to. EDG already have multiple members around, and pings are already coming out on the Rift Herald for EDG.
Really smart macro, right? This is what we've talked about with this team as they get the first turret blood in the bottom side to Viper. FPX drop a ward. Backing away is Crisp for now as Tien's clearing his camps, but just hovering nearby. No one looking at dead in the eye for now, Lyric, and we'll see if after Viper and Mako help push out mid, if that's going to be the decision, or at least give Viper some more turret gold. Yeah, FPX are going to clear the way, make sure that doesn't happen.
I think realistically they are able to look for this. I think Flandre is sitting on a bit of standing gold, though, if he does want to back, and should be able to pick up his Night Harvester that we would expect. It just feels like they're kind of flushed for options, right? Because your only true advantage is in your top lane, but there isn't too much kill pressure on that side of the map. It looks like they are going to consciously decide to give up Rift Herald and try to get some gold onto LWX, get him back into the game. We see vision control coming down on bot side and multiple members hovering. Ooh, actually, Hysterics, we have an Everfrost on Flandre.
We do. I mean, I believe we saw this from EU last night as well here on a support option with Senna for the Gragas, so haven't seen it on the top lane in the Gragas for now, but Flandre bringing it out, man. Remember when he was on Snake with SOFM, those two were two peas in a pod. So it makes a lot of sense that Flandre is going to be showing us this Everfrost Gragas.
Yeah, like you said, this is the first one we have in LPL playoffs. We've had Night Harvester and Shirelias already. I like the interesting play coming out from Flandre. So again, looking for more pick potential coming out. Not really about that 1v1 at all. I'll be honest, I don't really know if this is something you need, but it's at this point in the game, with this amount of lead that EDG have, I guess it really wouldn't make any difference what mythic item Flandre would be going.
Already, everyone. Like, Everfrost onto a Gragas. You have an Udyr with a stun. You have a Kiana with supreme display of talent and can pick up the Ice Shard so that she gets another stun. Tristana with CC. Mako has the same. If you get locked down by... If you're one member on FPX, rather, and you get locked down, you're not getting out alive. So it just adds, I guess, insult to injury. And also another lockdown to an already big prison made by EDG.
I guess it's also nicer as well, right? Because it brings more utility than something like the Night Harvester would. Your Rakan already has a Shirelias, so it kind of makes the most sense for the role that you are fulfilling. But we see different lane assignments coming out from EDG now with their bottom lane in mid pressure and the Kiana in a side lane now, as we would expect. But still, for me, EDG's comp is all about waiting for that next dragon to come up. They have the pressure. They don't need to overforce anything. They could wait and look to play off FPX's mistakes as they just force in this mid wave.
Because I was going to ask you a lot about how tempo manages here now that Herald's going to get a false charge towards the mid lane. And Herald's like, well, what did you do with the turret? We'll be coming in here for the inner as FPX group up themselves, excuse me. But EDG, a 5-man squad mid only versus 4. Nuguri ready for a flanking angle. But it's only the ward on the left side as teleport hasn't been burned yet. Disengaged, but there's Nuguri. Left side of your screen with the explosive cast Scream's display of talent. Doesn't work though. And now Nuguri ready to jump on in. But it's the Prowler's Claw that gets Scout out as Nuguri just runs for his life. That fight dissembles before it's even begun.
Yeah, Prowler's Claw into the stun coming out for EDG onto Nuguri. That would have been a really nice showstopper coming out if they could have gone on the Scout.
Two-man body slam, though. Don't even need the ult if you're EDG. It's a double kill already for Viper as Nuguri has to use his ulti to try and save the play. Good damage coming out as he stride breakers into the middle. Viper is zoned away as well, and LWX is a damage central. EDG at the 3 versus 3s. Mako goes back in, almost dies though as Scout follows up. Viper's there, rocket jump at the ready. And he's healed up there, Lyric. Nuguri and LWX want to get the heck out of there. This is clear EDG have advantage. Waiting in the brush. Viper's over anyway. Maker suicides. Nuguri gets him in the end. It's Scout versus the top laner. He guts it away, but Nuguri wins. And the fiesta for game number 1 is a sure thing.
And that was absolutely crazy hysterics. Honestly, it looks so good for EDG to start off with. They pick up 2 kills, but somehow FPX claw it back. Their team composition is really good into these front-to-back team fights because let's remember, there was no flanks or no angles coming in. It was just a Gragas body slam that you highlighted. Doonby and LWX largely remained untouched. They were able to take down the front line as well. And then EDG just get a little bit too ahead of themselves with 3 members chasing down. Ooh. Everfrost comes out.
There you go. There's the use. So if Viper got the pick, I think JJ was going in. But hey, Lyric, gold is, pretty relevant.
Oh my god. Are we doing it again, Hysterics? Are we doing it again?
I was going to say, but it won't be if it goes back towards FPX's favor again. 3rd Dragon, if they can pick this up.
Look at all summoner spells, though. Flashes and heals everything down on both sides. No ultimates available really either.
Explosive cast onto Tien, though. He uses the Stormbreaker down, but it's stolen. JJ just walks right in. While in the back of it, Mako's keeping them dismayed. Chris goes down. Scout on the flank. Supreme display of talent. It's all 4 of them. LWX was on the other side saying, bruh, what just happened? As Nuguri trying to bring the ambulance into it, but EDG say it's not for us as the lockdown comes through yet again, and Edward Gaming wiped them clean.
Live today like you're going
And
to die
EDG
tomorrow.
are showing up. I love that supreme display of talent coming out from Scout. Viper just able to pre-hit the whole fight, and it seems like JJ, after getting that spanking that he was given by Karsa in their match, like sure EDG won, but Karsa was stealing objectives left and right. Looks like JJ went practice his smites, and he is showing up today.
4 members on the Baron after what was a supreme display of skill from Scout. And EDG in game number 1, a 4K gold lead will balloon. The side lanes we talked about, Lyric, are going to be so easy now as well. This feels like EDG are building off the momentum that we saw against the other day.
Yeah, it's just great to see, and I'm glad we're gonna head into a replay because, ooh, actually we're getting the first fight where Viper actually finds some autos. Then a good W comes out from Newbie to kind of stop the advance, and it looks like it's actually Nuguri's showstopper that buys room for FPX to be able to come back into this fight. And then this is where it gets a bit dicey, right? Because I can understand why EDG keep pushing forward because you do have a numbers advantage after Doonby goes down, but you have no tanky members, you have no true frontline. Nuguri is still pretty beefy, right? We see EDG try to go in, Mako just gets popped immediately, and then you have a Kiana versus Seth. Seth's gonna be able to come out on top. He does end up taking that here as well.
He's dead.
Dead. Yeah.
Yes, he is. Away from Viper from the mid lane. LWX just goes in. Stormbringer to save the 80 carry from getting hit by the turret, but there's the TP. Magnus Storm used and we're right back into the action. LWX can't walk in. He's way too low as Mako's recon engage is good, but Tien still does so much damage. Viper's joined into play though. Look at LWX, 1 hit away. And FPX paying the respect after winning a fight. We knew this was going to deliver lyric, and by God, has it started in that
You got
exact
me.
fashion.
Yep, coming out of replays, members are already dead. People going down on both sides. Somehow FPX will come out with the advantage. So I think they should be able to take this turn, but 97 coming up zone is buying time for FPX.
Better run though. TN on the
An
chase.
ally has been slain.
Viper managed to get away. Let's take stock of the situation. Been a
Need
lot
to
of
get
chaos.
my rhythm back.
22 kills, 22 minutes as mentioned. But it's still a 5K goal for the kids. They have a dragon to their name that was stolen in about 17 plays ago. We're actually going to watch what happened to Nugri. It was a good flank from JJ. And Mako.
Yeah, ooh, you're right. Just comes around. Mako finds his way in as well. Mako, I think, has been having a
You do
really
not know
phenomenal
Burden
week.
until
He's been
you
involved
see
in
1,000
13 out of the
people hanging
14
on your
kills
every
so
word.
far. And I think, you know, EDG, commanding lead in this game. I think from all standpoints, from the position they're in now, they should be able to close this out. But I don't want to discount FPX for the fact that I do feel like EDG's damage will fall off against FPX later in this game. We already highlighted that they have triple frontline. They have a Victor. They have a Knight, so they're facing an AP Gragas as well as a Assassin coming out in the mid lane.
Yoink.
That
Meanwhile, though, just further on your point, sorry to interrupt there. You're right, you know, there is a lethality used for the scout, right? And I think we have to pay respect to FPX's damage. So if the chaos continues and if it's a
I
bit
am
more
both
even,
the tranquil
then
sea
we
and
look at
the
FPX
tempest.
through different lenses as the game progresses. Also with the double dragon as well, it's quite mentionable. Lyric, I want to point out some interesting itemization while we're in a bit of a lull state. We have a Serpent's Fang against, how many shield users there? 1, 2, 3. So a quite useful item if you scout.
Yeah, and Scout
My
actually
dance
goes
has
this
42
in almost
forms.
every game. Even in some compositions where the enemy doesn't really have shields. So Scout having a high opinion of Serpent's Fang, maybe on the efficiency. There we go.
There you
Hysterics.
go.
We're both looking for words, but you know, we're getting dragons up in 30 seconds. I think we should stop talking about efficiency as
What strange
FPX
power
are
works
grouped
through
just
me?
as they want to be,
I
right?
don't know.
They're holding the 5-man formation. Tanks are in front. Nugri is off, trying to look for an angle to maybe find a massive E into a showstopper. For the side of EDG, I like that they're controlling vision in the river. I think for them, they want to look for a really good angle for Scout to come in and get a massive screen display of talent.
Yeah, that big ulti that we've seen so far has been largely successful. Also note that
Look,
Viper
a
is a
dance
3-item Tristana as JJ alone is handling the wave. LWX pokes him down, but there's no damage in this 2-1 and 7 Udi. As Viper also has the range there too. Walking in, a bit of a happy accident there from FPX. While Dragon number 2 will be achieved. Scout waiting
I
off
have
to the
walked
side.
the
And
silver plains and
FPX
fished
are
the
like,
rivers
forget
of
it.
grass.
We either go Baron,
The
we
land
keep hitting
knows.
mid, we're not getting anywhere near the pit.
Enemy killing
Yeah, so they do that. Note the angle that Scout was
An
playing,
ally
right?
has been slain.
If FPX decide to walk in, trying to play that angle around Dragon. JJ looking to engage though.
Yes, he is. He goes in. Mako gets a 2-man knock up with the grand entrance as well. But look at Scout on the back end.
Never
There it is
stop
again. The
There's
talent
always
from this
the
man.
one
But
who
is he
don't
too deep? LWX shouts, yes, he is. As FPX have 5 versus 4 up for the grabs. Viper's still a huge threat that can carry this. But FPX punished well when Scout goes way too far.
That's the thing, right? Hysterics. So the supreme display of talent looked really cool, but it actually only ended up hitting 2 members. No one was able to follow up like you highlighted. Now having to use the Tristana ultimate defensively, and FPX are feeling good about this. They get a bit of pressure. They're going to probably look for recalls. They should be sitting on some gold as well. EDG not doing a great job of finding ways to transition their lead. And we need to remember, next Drake's up at 4 minutes. The following one 5 minutes after that. FPX have 2 Drakes. They're fine waiting this out and letting more items. Lock down 2 members. No one's able to follow up. The Kiana by herself doesn't really have the burst to take down anyone other than maybe LWX. And now FPX go back to just controlling and answering sideways.
Precisely, right? It is up to EDG to continue making proactive plays.
They
It's
didn't
up to
kill us.
FPX to sit back and play. 26 minutes in. Let's be realistic, it is still EDG with a lot of control, but you can see
They
how
made their
FPX can
choice.
have their favorite game, and we have to also remember that LWX is 3 items strong. So it's not like FPX don't have any resources at all. LWX is showing that he can carry these items. He adds a lot of perspective himself. As TN has to run away from the 2 level over Udir up at the top lane.
And I think EDG, have to start transitioning into trying to do, right? Where they're sending scouts to the side lanes to match Doinby and try to get out vision and either catch people on transit or force picks on the side, because Scout doesn't have a team. He can't try to find any key flanks on the back line. He needs to find creative angles coming around certain corridors to get on those members. But look at FPX. They're doing such a good job of staying together as this like close-knit 5-man death ball, not allowing for anyone to penetrate that back line.
Even more important, right, towards this mid lane, hard to get any terrain for Scout to use, as they're right in the middle of the lane. They're at the goes as well. EDG spotted out in their mini death rush. As we're just A-ramming a little bit longer. There's the explosive cards. Yeah, just like, nah, I'm not going in yet, bro. As, oh no, Nuguri on the side. Ooh, this actually could be okay. Lyrics trying to interrupt as we go for Tien. Into Jeje, there's the killer instinct. Scout goes to half health, but meanwhile on the backside, Chris almost dies there with the buster shot used in explosive charge. Viper's ulti is down, but
I
so
did not
is
light my
LWS.
own lantern. I don't
I think
want
the
her
most
to
important
see
thing to
this
note in all this is I think this is going to keep going on.
Yeah.
EG are posturing for this. Kiana's not here, though.
5v5 in our red side. But thanks to the leash, Punk and Jeje run yet again. One lead here for the junglers. They're going to start Baron, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be talking about that because we just go back towards mid and finally we calm down a little bit.
The thing is, FPX did such a good job of
really
controlling
should
vision
have
on their
stretched
flanks, like we
first.
highlighted, right? We see the one ward on the right side of our screen in the blue side jungle. We saw the ward that Tien was engaging over next to the Raptor pit, and there was even one in that mid lane corridor in front of the Raptor pit, in front of the mid lane river brush as well. So any angle that Scout could have showed on, FPX had covered, and that's how we saw that like pseudo engage come out from FPX where they tried to turn on the Scout.
Dominated.
And I think it kind of shows like FPX what they've been doing in playoffs as well. They've been I guess countering the plan. And yeah, I think we can provide a bit more context on this. FPX have been an aggressive team, but also I think a very smart mid game.
There's one thing that I really like about FPX is that there's in certain circumstances where death doesn't really matter, and if you can force an enemy into a certain position on the map and maybe get tempo on the opposite side, it's actually okay or even slightly beneficial to die in those positions, and that's something I think FPX actually understand very well.
And a team that has been ramping up. Remember, they lost Bo, they had Beichuan, and Tien pretty much came in solidly towards the playoffs. Might have to pause that. It's 30 minutes in. FPX have a fast Baron that I guess EDG have to respect. They're going to start it up with full vision. EDG are a bit far away.
Yeah, they're trying to force this while EDG were playing down towards Dragon. We need to highlight the Viper is on 4 items. There's up the Guardian Angel.
And you're in a Baron pit against Kiana. There's the Chem take pop. Jeje walking in, Scout over the wall. The Baron's stolen. Oh, he does it. And the ult from Scout yet again. FPX walked into trouble, making it double for Scout to begin the fight. Nuguri into the backline, but he's already gone as Viper cleaned that up. Scout in once again. Look at Doinby alone. EDG take back what was theirs, which is his game number 1.
Yeah, EDG with the massive punish. I love that you highlighted. Grouping up in the Baron pit gives a really nice angle for Scout to come in with the Supreme Display account. All the members are there. You have a ton of AoE on the side of EDG, and they are going to lock in with a 10k gold lead this game 1.
30-minute game here against FPX. FPX with the fast team Lyric, but EDG showing that the old dynasty is very much alive. Game number 1, one step closer towards the finals, and it's EDG to take the first step.
I just love how we saw EDG play. Kiana, again, you're not really going to be able to do much early one-to-ones against them. They understood their game perfectly. You see Jeje covering in that mid-lane rush. Chris, they rolling towards the mid lane as well. And they started getting Kiana off to an early advantage, to where then it's like, hey, Dragon's up, Rift Girl's up, let's invade the enemy jungle. It's all around the pressure that they're able to bring to the lane, just by the fact that Doinby knows he has to
We're here again, play towards a similar position, right, where we know that he and Scout the 1v1 coming in quite a lot from the 80 carries. LWX are playing the ball there, but Viper getting the solo kill.
I mean, that's the thing, right? He got his mythic first,
For
and
the
then that
fallen!
Kraken Slayer, and then they were
Turret plating will fall soon.
they respected when they felt like they could push their gold lead further and get core items. FPX a bit ahead of themselves in the end with that Baron Force. I think I can understand where they're coming from. Though they not only have a lot of damage, they also know that the Rag and they also have a great turn. If you think about it, right? They have a set, they have a Volibear, they have a Rel, they have a great ability to turn on enemies and watch them close. Problem is, EDG just didn't give them that opportunity if EDG engaged first.
Did, and with the CC we talked about, right? We talked about the very much
overkill,
Yeah.
but in this situation, right, I think it really was the best mythic we could have gone for. But like you said,
I don't want her to
CC
see
upon
this
CC upon CC for the side of EDG.
exactly my point, right? Where, you know, you get caught out one member of FPX all time and time again. Go further. I think really and you can see a world where they could come back, but the team fighting again, the Baron Pit Scouts Oyster. This is something we've talked about in many different games.
Ally has been slain.
They're great team fighters, whether they're the best or not, that's up for contention, but they're definitely cemented the league as one of the best fighting fighters playing with
If they
creative
capture me,
angles.
they'll kill
Like,
me.
Now again, like props to EDG. I think talking on FPX aside for a second,
please.
I feel like they felt too pressured to make that play when we highlighted, hey, EDG's damage will fall off. Hey, we have all these tanks. We even saw how much Doomy was able to do the amount of zone point fights with that W. LWN was actually grabbing some items like Stadium. I feel like FPX just got a big game ahead of themselves and they didn't necessarily. So again, I can empathize and understand the decision they were making, but maybe just hold that off for another like 5 minutes. Do that when Forge Dragons is spawning, and you know, Victor and Kaisa have both key items.
When you have the game in the palm of your hands towards those dragon objectives, right? They hit the first that 100% dragon aesthetic that they hit up in playoffs as well. But Lyric, I do feel like looking at the quality of the series so far, I'm very excited. Not as interested in any of the other
Here's
teams.
my friends.
FPX is so far game one is definitely delivered. Hoping to bring those mechanics up like
Your
Legend
turret
Build.
has been destroyed.
Hopefully everything will be going strong as
An
ever.
enemy
Going
is
into
present.
Father, mother, Zelos.
In some sight from the rest of the team, now arriving in the frames, it goes down as Noguri is on the chase. He's charging along with his flaming sword. He wants to cut them to size. I don't think he can close the gap. In they go with the Gale Force to take them down. Forge on 1 HP, but he's crit to fall. And a reheal. He doesn't have that unbreakable will. He already used it, and he's taken down for the triple. God damn, I love the new FPX.
Should and will are two very, very different words. You can see WE, they're trying to push themselves in. They know it's a 4v4. If they catch someone out, they catch Wing Scout. He doesn't have anywhere to go. They go in next to go momentum. And a 3-man shockwave in the perfect combination. They can't get the roasting lullaby. They can't get anything else going for them. And Team WE will mop the floor with IG. Perfect engagement. The rookies here, they're going to use the TP from the Shy. He has got ultimate as well. Flash in, pulverize, Mako trying to make up for that first game. The Shy is there. Actually, interesting interaction there against the Knockdrop as they go straight in. Robbery is going down, but so is Rookie. They're trying to see if Lucas can get anything else down. They do get Born out. Puff goes in. He has got the Inferno trigger. Puff gets 1. Puff gets 2. Puff gets 3. And Puff keeps the game alive for IG.
This is far from over. We have not yet begun to fight.
Viper gets himself a pentakill.
And flash for himself. The rest of the team needs to get in and protect him. It's going to be Carson to go down, starting the fight. In goes 369 onto 5, but the rest of the team's not here. In comes Twitch up with the bomb. What do everyone do? They have
I carry a lot
I kind of feel like that's a little bit more. Oh, no more! Going in hard, hard. Finding a way there. They're not getting the shoulder off.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I need to get my rhythm.
Has been destroyed.
And this is what I was saying. If there's a pick, then it just
Your
goes out the window.
inhibitor has been destroyed. Defeat.